So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Second and 11 now. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Roethlisberger will throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get it out of your hands quickly and get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Just
under what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
You ain't going nowhere. Let's face it. You got 16.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Samuels, the ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Now it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On third down, Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got it first and goal at the 7. Roethlisberger to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this carries into the end zone.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give this one to Ingram to start things out. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And he lost 6 there on the first down play.
19-yard line.
Second and 16. Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
The Raven first down.
This is Ingram on first and 10. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
23 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10. Down at the 33. From the gun, Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
1 yard gain.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. 15 yards on the play, first down. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability that Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Dobbins running out of the gun. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
The ball carrier.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for with Dobbins. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The 4-yard line. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A toss play left. There goes Mark Ingram. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
21, Mark Ingram.
So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Justin Tucker.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to go. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Calais Campbell. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Ebron caught left side. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards.
At the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron.
Oh, we got plenty of
He dropped it. couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Let's get off the field. Alert. 50. Mike is a 50. Check my 50. Ricky.
They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy. That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A 23-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Raven ball carrier.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson dancing to his left. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Stephon Tuitt with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll start the drive with Samuels. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
38,
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger going up top, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Johnson the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Ebron's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. This is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the
Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The 1st down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially whenever you lose yardage, they oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
Chris Boswell.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun. Jackson, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Stephon Tuitt, able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
The line of scrimmage. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st down, Baltimore.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Ingram again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the night as the Ravens push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
40-yard line.
Check three.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
3 down. Mike 50.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, it's Samuels. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Samuels, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, brings up 7.
Here's Samuels again, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Jordan Evans.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
The kick is,
and he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Ravens 45, Steelers 24.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Patrick Queen.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
On a jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third.